Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders, but today, home to the start of another exciting college football season as we are ready to crank it up here in Vegas in the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Texas. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Shaw. He's going for the big play. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
This guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play, and this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. He leaves it with the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just buried it. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking to throw it. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds. The grab, it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Using his legs, it's Wolf. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Snap it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down coming up. Fast motion from the offense. This is a designed run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Takes the handoff. It's Wolf. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Texas. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Shaw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Old Dominion went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Monarchs in a statement win if there ever was one. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
To the ground, he's got it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. The give to the lone running back. Turns it on in midfield. He's now up to 58 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. coach is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tuggle. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll let it go down the right side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The running back has it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The give to the back. Just steamrolling his way through. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. He now has 110 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Yaw. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Pitt pushing the base. They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Got his man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Shaw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He chucks one out to the right. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Panthers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Trying play action. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll try the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to him on the ground. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. Defense going all in to stop the run. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Touchdown, Longhorn! And that one will put them up here in the second half. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He's going to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Motion from the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. Coming after him. He'll pull it down and run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback keeps it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give to the tailback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
To the air, it's Shaw. They've got the screen set up. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. They'll try to run for it. Plows through the defense. Across the 25, he's got room. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off. Time to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away saying, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Here's the give off the left side. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Nice move to keep running. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Panthers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Offense lining up quickly.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Open space at the 25. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the option. The pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. Touchdown Longhorns! And the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Fair catch, called for and made. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking to throw, it's off. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 25. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They'll throw it on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season.